Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. On average, Iowa's hottest month is August. And as we wrap up July, much of Siouxland tonight seeing triple-digit heat.
That's right. And Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson joins us now from the KCAU 9 weather deck with more on what this heat means in our top story at 6.
Tim and Sophie, it's incredibly hot outside today. A difficult day to accomplish much outdoors. They're resurfacing the parking lot here outside of the KCAU 9 weather deck in front of Dunham's. But again, pretty slow going with those projects, and pretty much any outdoor activity is just very difficult to be able to sustain much energy in heat like this. We're seeing our temperatures outside between 90 and 100 degrees across Siouxland. The current temperature in Sioux City is measured at 94, 97 in Lamar's, 99 in Yankton, 98 in O'Neill. This is officially the second hottest day that we've seen in 2021. The hottest in Sioux City happened last Saturday. Checking out the heat index values, of course, when you factor in that humidity, it feels a whole lot hotter, between 105 and 115 degrees. So we do have a continuation of a heat advisory. This is going to last until 9 o'clock tonight. The National Weather Service will be putting that back in action for tomorrow afternoon. So please stay cautious with this intense level of heat. Make sure that you're not leaving children or pets inside of vehicles. Drink a lot of fluids. Take some breaks. If you do have outdoor work, make sure to find some time in the shade in order to cool things off. Well, it looks like we are going to have a cool down come to Siouxland pretty soon, along with some storm chances as well. We'll have more with the 9 on 9 forecast coming up from the studio in a few minutes. Back to you, Tim and Sophie.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. And the inside of a car on hot days like this can be a danger to, we know, a small child or a pet.
That's right. And as KCAU 9 reporter Nick Wilson explains tonight, the inside of your car also can be a fire hazard.
Siouxlanders know that you can't always escape the heat of summer inside a vehicle. Lieutenant Deputy Fire Marshal Scott Kovarna says while hot cars are obviously dangerous for people and pets, there's hidden dangers in some household items, as plastic water bottles or sunglasses can cause fires.
It doesn't happen a lot, but it has been documented where if it's sitting on the dash just in the right location and the sun hits the right angle and reflects off that onto paper or something that can burn easily, it has been documented as starting fires that way as well.
Siouxlander Hope Crowhurst told me that she's learned not to leave anything inside of a hot car the hard way.
I went out to my car one afternoon to put stuff in it before we headed out for the afternoon, and opened the passenger door, and there was Pepsi all over my passenger seat, the windshield, the ceiling, both side windows. It was awful.
Batteries, medications, and electronics are other items not to leave in your car because the heat can damage them. The inside of a car can be more than 10 degrees hotter than the outside temperature, so don't leave anything important inside for too long. In Sioux City, Nick Wilson, KCAU 9 News.
And Arnold's Park amusement park officials are taking a few extra steps now to ensure the safety of their visitors. An excessive heat index forced the park to limit its hours of operations today, closing 5 hours early at 3 instead of at 8. Park officials also decided to close all day tomorrow. That's Wednesday.
The reason it's important to us because when you're at an amusement park, you're having fun, you're sweating, you're running around, and it's hard to keep hydrated during that time. Yeah, we have water to offer and different drinks, but staying hydrated is also a hard time to do when you're having so much fun. You don't think about those things.
KCAU 9's Jason Toktajian explains the impact of the decision on tourism overall in Okoboji. That's coming up tonight at 10.
Yesterday, we reported on a Sioux City nursing home hit by 23 federal citations, some connected to delayed and improper care. Today, that business reached out to KCAU 9 News with a statement. Countryside Healthcare saying in part, quote, "We're confident that all past deficiencies cited were corrected and the facility is now within compliance." According to Countryside, on July 1st of this year, the nursing home came under new ownership. Campbell Street Services now owning the property. A new administrator and director of nursing also have been hired, we're told. Patients and family with concerns have a number to call. That's on your screen, 833-961-3634. And you'll find Countryside's full statement as well as a full list of those citations in the report on our website. That's SiouxlandProud.com as well as on the KCAU 9 News app.
Nearly 24 state troopers have since returned from an out-of-state assignment like they had never been on before. We're learning what they did there. The Texas Department of Public Safety confirmed to our sister station, WHO 13, that Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds sent senior state trooper leadership, drug investigators, and a TACT team specialist for that 2-week mission to the Texas border.
The Mexican cartels are going to exploit the gaps along the border. They're going to exploit the fact that Border Patrol is tied up processing all these illegal immigrants. So that was the primary focus of the operation.
According to a previous statement by Governor Reynolds, sending those 29 troopers on that 2-week mission will cost Iowa roughly $500,000, which Texas will not be reimbursing.
Siouxland health officials are continuing their push to get more folks vaccinated. Floyd Valley Community Health now setting up a clinic at the Plymouth County Fair. Folks enjoying the activities on the grounds there can also now get their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. All that's required is a completed consent form. The Floyd Valley Health Clinic is open Wednesday through Saturday from 3 in the afternoon to 7, and then on Sunday from 9 in the morning until noon.
One of the many things at the Plymouth County Fair is the annual Round Barn Open House event. The theme for this year's presentations were farm safety. Everything from transporting equipment to grain bin safety. People were also able to preview this year's famous Round Barn Agriculture Education exhibit.
Really cool. It was really fun to make because got to put my train set and then mix it with the farm. Never really done that before. So usually I've had a town in it, but this year I put a farm and put a bunch of stuff in there to make it farm safety, and it was really took a long time, but it was a really fun experience.
If you'd like, you could check out the Round Barn yourself. That's starting tomorrow in Lamar's.
Meanwhile, Ragbri cyclists have come and gone, but they made quite an impact on the Lamar's economy before heading east. According to the Lamar's Chamber of Commerce, businesses in the community were hit hard by the pandemic. Many out-of-town guests, though, flooded those same businesses last weekend, and the influx of money helping to ease some of the financial strain brought on last year.
The service industry sector, right? Like your bars, your restaurants, those were some of the first folks that were hit by it and felt it the hardest. So seeing those places swell with business is fantastic.
Organizers for Ragbri in Lamar's estimate 15,000 cyclists were in town for the kickoff of this year's ride.
Well, most of the nation's monuments are not able to be taken on a cross-country tour, but one group has found a way to do that.
What a replacement replica of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier means for 2 Sioux Falls veterans. That's coming up.
And it's going to be awfully hot again tomorrow, but we are thankfully going to be cooling off pretty soon. We also have some thunderstorm chances arrive in the 9 on 9 forecast on Friday and Saturday. If you don't want to miss it, that's up next.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson, and Sports Director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
And Scott joins us inside now. And to be a kid today, outside, in the water, on the water, anywhere but working.
That's right. We should have gotten Scott one of those misters up there because, of course, people were looking for a place to cool off today in the triple-digit heat. Clearly working outside for some people not as pleasurable as those kids running around the splash pads.
That's right. You have to remember when you're playing on the splash pads, when you're having a good time in the pool, make sure that you're also drinking some water too. That is an important thing on days like today. Your body can become dehydrated pretty fast with the level of heat that we're talking about. As we look outside here on the Ho-Chunk Center camera in downtown Sioux City with bright sunny skies. The almanac for today displays that we had a high temperature of 95 this afternoon at the Sioux Gateway Airport. The low temperature this morning at 66. So it has definitely been a blazing hot afternoon. We'll check out what's occurring now at the Sioux Gateway Airport. The temperature is measured at 94. The wind driven in from the southwest at 12 miles per hour with relative humidity at 54% and the dew point hiking up into the mid 70s. Temperatures extend between 90 and 100 degrees across the map. Now August with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s and sunshine until we get to Thursday with a chance of some more storms coming into the mix. Well, a few nights ago we had a full moon, and Scott, grabbed his camera and snapped this great picture. Thank you very much for getting that one. If you have one that you want to share, go to SiouxlandProud.com, find the weather tab, click on over to send us your photos.
And just to be clear, in case they missed the name on the screen, not this Scott, another
yes,
Scott.
a different Scott, but has a good eye for that moon. Pretty cool.
Yes, he did.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Well, News Nation Prime, as we know, is the country's only live national newscast in prime time.
And it comes your way every night at 7 on News Nation. Here's a preview of what's coming up tonight.
Testimony on the Capitol Hill riots. Americans deserve answers, with both sides pointing fingers. What do we have to gain when it's all said and done? That's coming up tonight on Balance, followed by News Nation Prime. Here's a look at what's ahead on Banfield. Brett Favre, Kurt Warner, and Mark Rippon, 3 NFL legends on chronic brain injuries.
We know better. We're trying to do better.
That's coming up tonight on Banfield.
Again, News Nation Prime comes your way every night at 7 Central Time on News Nation.
And you can see some of the channels here or just check your local listings.
Well, most reunions are planned, but for 2 men, a tribute to fallen soldiers helped bring them together after decades.
That's right, how a replica caused a reunion for these 2 South Dakota veterans. Coming up next.
A replica of a well-known tomb is making its way around the country and was recently on display in Sioux Falls.
And Carter Schmidt was there today explaining for Now How You Know a reunion of 2 veterans happened all because of this replica.
This half-size replica of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was on display at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance yesterday and today in Sioux Falls. It was built by and belongs to the Exchange Club in Rome, Georgia.
We've been on tour for the last 3.5 to 4 years, hoping to get everybody educated about what the tomb is really about and to make sure that we never forget about the sacrifices that this tomb represents.
The replica coming to Sioux Falls sparked a reunion.
Meeting him again was just like a brand new day.
Army veterans Gene Murphy and Howard Cothran both served in Vietnam in 1968 and 1969. Murphy is from Sioux Falls, while Cothran is from Georgia and works with the group traveling with the replica.
He's seen my backpack and it says 4th Infantry, Vietnam vet, and then of course on his hat he's got the 4th ID.
The 2 veterans realized they served with the same company at the same time. They did not know each other personally while serving in Vietnam.
We asked each other, hey, what outfit were you with the 4th? And we were, again, both with the 1st or the 12th Charlie Company.
Most of the guys that you see now, either they gone or they in real bad shape in a nursing home or something, So we're lucky.
Yeah, we are. I always say the good Lord has blessed us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that he let Howard and myself both live, and it was for a purpose. I look at Howard, and Howard's going throughout the country with the Tomb of the Unknown.
It is a reunion that has established a new friendship.
Love you, brother.
Yeah.
In Sioux Falls, Carter Schmidt.
Indeed, a neat reunion there. Jake's in now, and boy, he knows it's hot out. Baseball.
I'm happy to be in right now.
I bet you are. What do you have tonight?
Baseball, state baseball moving on, and apparently it's not just your opponent you have to face. You also have to make it through the weather. Could Unity Christian move on to the semis, or did the heat melt away their chances? Those highlights and more still coming up in sports. Clark Park.
The fact that I'm comfortable here, I get to be my own self, and I don't have to, pretend to be somebody for the manager to be able to play my full potential. It's one of the things when I first signed with Sioux City back in 2018, he told me that I just want you to be you, be Jose Sermo. You're going to play every day. He gave me the confidence I was going to play every day, and no matter what I did on the field, he knew I was going to give him my 100%, and that's what I've been doing ever since, and whatever percent I got that day, I said 100% I'm going to give you up there, whatever I got that day.
Could tonight be the night that Jose etches his name in the record books? Well, you'll have to head on out to Lewis and Clark Park to find out. Game 1 with the Gold Eyes at 7:05. Says he's not that nervous, just expecting it to happen at some point.
He seems pretty composed, dude, yeah.
He does, and if he broke that record on a almost record-breaking heat night, extra special.
I mean, who could be hotter?
Oh, that is a very good pun, Scott level. We'll be right back with Scott for a final check on our sweltering forecast. First, stick you outside right now in Siouxland.
Just a few days ago, RAGBRAI got underway. It's one of the state's biggest tourist events. Another one is set to begin this weekend. That's the National Hot Air Balloon Classic over in Indianola.
Check this out, folks. In central Iowa have been spotting some test flights early in the morning hours. Several balloon pilots launched this morning from Waterworks Park, flying right over Des Moines. The National Balloon Classic starts on Friday of this week. It does run through August 7th, so a nice long run there. More than 100 hot air balloons will be taking off from Memorial Balloon Field. Again, that is in Indianola. Imagine not knowing that that's going on and looking up and, and just kind of seeing that. That pattern specifically right there is just classic hot air balloon fest to me.
Scott? I feel like in this weather, I wouldn't want to be in a balloon.
We're going to take off.
It's got to be extra hot.
We are, yeah. It looks like tomorrow's going to be even hotter than today, so be prepared. A low tonight of 72. Tomorrow stepping up to 99 with bright sunny skies once more and a heat advisory in Siouxland. Some storm chances going into Friday and Saturday.
Thanks for being with us tonight at 6.
I hope you'll join us again at 10. Until then, stay cool.